Hi, my name is Rebecca Russell. I'm 19 years of age. I'll be 20 in June. I am from Northern Ireland, just outside Belfast, and I am applying to be a camp counsellor on a camp in America. So basically, I have a couple of different reasons why I've applied to work on a camp in America. One of the reasons is I love youth work. I'm very involved in youth work here in Northern Ireland. I'm on the executive committee for the Northern Ireland Youth Forum, which is basically a youth-led organisation that delivers lots of different projects, programmes to a range of different types of young people, whether they're underprivileged or out of education, a lot of different ranges of young people. One of the programmes they do is called Emerging Young Leaders. I was a participant on that 2 years ago, and it's a leadership programme. From that leadership program, I was then asked to become a peer leader this year on the second year of the program for the new group of participants. So part of that program is an overseas experience to Canada, where we stay on a camp. So I have some camp experience already. We didn't go during summer, we went in October. So we actually done a leadership program alongside a lot of outdoor activities. Some of the activities we done were low ropes. We also left the camp and done some curling. One of the actual parts of the low rope course we done was 2 wires. You had to stand on 2 wires, and the wires started off like this and gradually got further apart. So one person was standing on one wire, the other person was standing on this wire, and they had to hold hands in the middle to support each other. And as they grew further and further apart, people had to stand in the middle to support them, hold them up. I've got some pictures I'll show you there. I ended up taking part myself, and you can see in one of the pictures there's about 5 people holding me, and I was stretched out really far, trying to stay up. It was quite difficult, but I managed to do it in the end. A challenge like this is very good at explaining some of the main parts of facilitating activities like this. One of the main parts of doing activities is to support young people, motivate them. In groups, you'll always find people who are confident, very confident, will always be the first step forward. Aren't afraid of anything really, and will always be the first to give something a try. Then you'll always get people who are maybe not so confident, maybe need a bit of a boost just to encourage them to have a go, try it and see. But it's all about support, pushing people out of their comfort zones a bit, but not too much, knowing where their boundaries lie, but encouraging them to try something new. Some kids will be confident, fearless, go for it. Other kids will just need that bit of support, need that bit of encouragement. And that's what I'm there for. That's my job, to help encourage them to go out of their comfort zone, see if they can do it, because most of the time they will be able to do it. It's providing the support there that they aren't going to fall, they're not going to hurt themselves. We're there to help them, and no one's going to be annoyed at them if they can't do it, or if they really don't want to do something. It's finding part of the activity they can still take part in, but not have to be pushed out of their comfort zone. So for the likes of that activity, some of the young people didn't want to be held up, didn't want to actually stand on the wire, so then we're giving them the role of supporting other people, being a spotter, making sure they don't fall. So they're still involved in the activities, but they're not being pushed too far. Another reason I want to work on a camp this summer is because I love kids. With the youth work I've done the past couple of years, it's all been teenagers, really from 11 up until about 20, roughly 22 maybe. But I love working with kids. I work in Clark's, a shoe shop, and basically my main role in there is to measure kids' feet and fit them shoes. So it sounds quite simple, but it's really not, because a lot of kids don't like you coming near them if they don't know you, which is reasonable. They don't like you coming near you, so it is building that trust with kids, knowing how to speak to them so they're comfortable with you, knowing what they like, trying to speak to them in their own terms, and making them feel comfortable, which is a big role on camp. Being able to speak to kids like they're kids, not being able to speak to kids that they're older than what they are. It's coming down to their level, understanding them, being friendly, gaining their trust, supporting them, and allowing them to be able to talk to you. They feel like they can actually come and talk to you if there's something wrong. I also am a really big family person, so I have loads of little cousins that I'm always around. So I know how to deal with kids. I know how to play with them, work with them, discipline them when it's needed, and I get along with kids really, really well. I love being around kids. Just it has a big smile on my face. So I have experience on camp. I love kids. I'm really friendly, enthusiastic, outgoing. I'm also really caring, and I'm really good fun, responsible when I need to be. I'll never put any child in danger or allow themselves to put them in danger. I'm really responsible. Some of my skills that I have, one of them is woodworking. So I done GCSE and A-level technology and design, and had to make some projects. A lot of the projects were from wood. My A-level project was a chair that with the seat lifted up. It was a laundry basket inside, and the back of it was like a cross, so you could hang clothes on it as well. I also have, one of my other skills is hiking and camping. So when I was about 16, 17, I did a course. It's called GASHGA. It's the Irish version of the Duke of Edinburgh Award. We had to do 2 expeditions. They were 1 night long, so it was hiking up into the Mourne Mountains in Northern Ireland and County Down, and camping overnight. So pitching our tent, feeding ourselves, cooking our own food, fetching our own water, boiling the water, everything really. We done everything ourselves. We had supervisors there, but we done everything ourselves. Used our map and compass to navigate around the mountains, and alongside that, to get the award, we done 6 months of a sport. I done Gaelic football, which is Irish football basically, and I also had to do 3 months of a skill. So I done 3 months of first aid, and I also did 3 months volunteering, and I done my volunteering with Northern Ireland Youth Forum. Another skill that I have is canoeing, kayaking. I don't have any qualifications in these, but I have done them a lot of times in the past because I have involved in so much youth work. A lot of the time we do canoeing and kayaking as one of our activities. So I have a lot of experience. I know how to do it. I don't have any qualifications, but I'm quite a confident canoeer and kayaker. I am a very quick learner though, so anything on camp, if I'm given the right training, the right equipment, I can learn really quick, and I'll be able to teach the kids anything that I'm taught. I'm a pretty all-rounded person. Love water sports. I love like land, like high ropes, low ropes, swimming. I love everything really. Everything that the camp can offer. Archery, everything. There's no activity that I would put myself out of. I'll literally do any activity at all. There's also one of the questions was, would you like to learn to be a lifeguard? I would absolutely love to do that if the camp offers it. I am not an awfully confident swimmer, but I can swim, and I would love to improve my swimming skills and be able to complete a lifeguard course. That would be incredible. So yeah, thank you very much for your time and listening to my interview. Yeah, thank you very much, and I really hope that I can get placed in a camp this summer. I'm really excited. I just love to be part of camp life, provide such a fun, exciting, exhilarating summer for the kids, and just be a part of providing the kids with that experience, the best experience we can possibly give them. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you soon.